Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining us. MLB The Show with a good one coming at you. It's the Colorado Rockies taking on the San Francisco Giants.
And now, please welcome your
first pitch coming at you right after the break.
San Francisco Giants.
All right, just about set to go. And on the hill in this one, Logan Webb.
He really relies on working down in the zone with that heavy sinker he's got. You know, it's not as popular to throw that pitch today as it used to be because, you know, guys are looking to hit balls down in the zone, get them up in the air. It's very important for him when facing same-side hitters to be able to get it in, especially early in the count. And to opposite guys, be able to throw it at that front hip and run it over the inside corner.
Brenton Doyle leading things off and takes a strike. Kicks and deals. And he swings and lifts one to deep center field. Lee raging back towards the wall. And it's off the wall. Now around second, going for third.
Everything came together for him. Just a very nice approach and swing right there to use the big part of the field. Everything was on time. He stayed balanced through the entire swing and just launched that one into center.
So in now for Colorado, Jordan Beck. And that drops in for a strike. No outs, runner over at third. Pitches in for a strike, and it's 0-2.
Well, he's realizing out there on the mound that he's got to settle in pretty quickly or else he's going to get hit hard in this first inning.
On the ground right side. There for the out. Runner scores from third.
So important to really lock in on an at-bat like this. It seems easy with the infield back, but you've got to make sure you put the ball in play. Put it on the ground, brought that run in.
There's Ryan McMahon now. In the air to left down the line. Ramos on the move. Drops into the glove. 2 away now. Here's Bud Black's lineup for the Colorado Rockies. They're dealing with a sinker specialist on the mound, which can be a big-time challenge when he's right and working mostly from the knees down.
Well, I think the approach you take is really try to lay off of those pitches down in the zone until he gets some called strikes and then forces you to go after that pitch. Until then, make him elevated because guys that throw those sinkers, those two-seamers, really hard for them to be effective up in the zone. Those are pitches you can hammer, and when you get a cookie, you don't want to miss it.
No trouble here. Puts it away for the out, and that'll do it. But they push across 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, no one left. On to the bottom of the first. It's the Rockies 1 and the Giants nothing. Back here at Oracle Park. And towing the slab in this one, Kyle Freeland. What should we keep an eye on here?
It's always interesting to see how he utilizes all of his pitches and how many of those he has a good feel for on that given day. When he's right, he's really able to keep hitters guessing, and all of his stuff seems to be coming out of the same arm slot, the same tunnel, and that can make life very difficult on his opponents.
And digging in for San Francisco, Lamont Wade Jr. That's a strike. 0-1.
0-1.
And there's a base hit to left. So a man on base to start the inning.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. The ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it.
Willie Adames stands in. Ground ball up the middle, and it finds its way through for a hit. Lead runner holds up. They're at first and second with nobody out.
Oh, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. Just kept it simple. Played Pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down.
First and second, no outs. And up next for the Giants, Jung-Hoo Lee. And it goes just foul. That missed by a lot. 1-1. Ground ball right side. Throw pulls him off the bag at first. Everybody's safe. Bases loaded.
Batting fourth.
A potential double play ball hit to first is probably the toughest one to execute cleanly. That first baseman has got a very tough throwing lane to deal with because of the runner headed to second base, and a lot of times guys try to throw over or around the runner, which can really mess up a throw like that. Still, definitely an error, though.
And here is Matt Chapman. Ground ball left side, could be two. Quickly to second for one. They get the out, but the run scores on the twin killing.
It's always great when you can add a run, but in this situation with the bases loaded, double play is kind of a rally killer.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Ramos digs in now. This one smoked, could be trouble. The run scores from third. It's 2-1.
Well done. Drives in the run. Textbook bat control right there. Got a pitch on the outside, saw it deep into the zone, and just barreled it up. Went the other way for the knock.
Mike Yastrzemski up here. That's in there. That's strike one. Runner at second, 2 down. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Tosses to first. They limit the damage here. But 2 runs for them, and they jump ahead. We head to the second from San Francisco. It's the Giants 2 and the Rockies 1. Back here in San Francisco, top of the second, here's Michael Toglia.
Michael Toglia.
Webb back to work.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
Here's a rocket out to left. Ramos calls it in, and there's one away.
Batting 6, the shortstop,
Kyle Farmer up to the plate now. Hard ground ball, base knock. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Wastes no time there. Wasn't able to elevate that one, but he sure hit it hard enough to get through the infield. There's not a whole lot of time for the defenders to react and try to make a play when it's ripped like that.
Mickey Moniak getting ready to hit. Misses the zone for a ball. That was the sweeper.
1-0.
Farmer, the base runner at first with one out. Swing and a miss, and that's strike two.
That was the pitch to hit. Four-seam fastball instead of that sinker ball that makes you hit it on the ground. He missed a good one.
Ball.
Little trouble with this one behind the plate. Man at first, one away. Caught him looking for the K.
Batting it.
Nick Martini will hit.
Martini.
Swing and a line drive ripped out into right center. That's a base hit. Throw in holds the lead runner at second. Two on now with two away.
No waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
Next to hit, Adael Amador. The underhand flip, and it beats him. What a play. Two left for Colorado. They're down 2-1. And we're back.
Leading
and
up
now it's
for
Wilmer
the Giants,
Flores.
the designated hitter, Wilmer Flores.
The wind of the pitch. Off the
Ball
mark
outside.
there. And that is ball one. And there's a rocket into the outfield. Around first, digging for two. Not in time. That's a leadoff double.
Pretty much just a textbook double into the gap, and when you can drop one in there between the outfielders, you know you're making the turn at first. Just an excellent swing.
Patrick Bailey, the next Giant to hit. Line drive, that's a base hit into right field. And they get it in quickly. First and third now with nobody out.
The second baseman, Tyler Fitzgerald.
And up next for San Francisco, Tyler Fitzgerald. Double play ball to second. Good feed. That's one. Over to first. Safe.
Up next for the Giants, the first baseman,
So here's Wade now.
Wade Jr.
And a base hit knocks in a run.
Comes through with the RBI. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
First and second, one out. Willie Adames, the next Giant to hit. Amador. Off balance speed, there's one. Their second double play already. This one ends the second inning. But they pick up one run on the RBI single. It's now a 3-1 ball game. You're dialed into the show. Top half of the third inning. Here's the center fielder, Brenton Doyle. Yeah, that's fouled off. Doyle, a multi-Gold Glove Award winner, 26 years old, And he was drafted in the 4th round back in 2019. Right through there for a strike.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
Got him. Now 1 away.
Well, take a look at the 3-pitch sequence here. Pretty simple in terms of putting them away at the plate. Once you're ahead 0-2 as a pitcher, you can really expand the zone and see how aggressive that hitter is going to be trying to protect and battle. And right there, clearly he was in swing mode, but all you can do is hope to foul that off.
Beck batting for the 2nd time, and that's strike 1. 1 out, base is empty. And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. Wade snags it for the 2nd out.
The 3rd baseman, number 24, Ryan.
2 down, base is empty. Ryan McMahon now at the plate. Fly to left his first time. And he swings and misses at the initial offering.
0-1.
There's a swing and a miss.
This guy's not wasting any pitches.
0-2.
Hitters got to get into swing mode. This is a good time to expand the zone. Throw something maybe down in the dirt.
Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Rockies are down quietly, and it remains a 3-1 ball game. And welcome back to the ballpark as we go to the last of the 3rd. And now the center fielder, Jung-Hoo Lee. Ripped in the air, left field, and a touchdown for a base hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Now Matt Chapman at the plate. That's ripped to right down the line. That's down. 1 hops off the wall. Throw comes in. Runner stopped. 2nd and 3rd. Nobody out.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
Here's Elliot Ramos. Golden opportunity right here. That one missed.
1-0.
And he boots it. Still able to fire over, and it's in time. It wasn't the smoothest play you'll see today, but they still get the out. Here comes Mike Yastrzemski to the plate.
5,
rolled out to 2nd in his first at bat.
Yastrzemski.
And there's a fly ball deep right field. 1 hops off the wall. Should be extra bases. Pulls into 2nd. That's an RBI double.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Fastball pretty much middle, and that's what you fall asleep dreaming about as a hitter. So no surprise he put a great swing on it.
Wilmer Flores, the next Giant to hit. Doubled his first time up. And that is out of play. One out and a runner at 2nd here in the last half of the 3rd. Strike 2.
Well, pretty clear to me. He was trying to go deep right there, but you got to get a pitch that you can handle.
Man at second. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Beck grabs it on the run.
Now batting, catcher Patrick Bailey.
And now the switch hitting catcher, Patrick Bailey. 1 for 1 with a single so far. This is a guy who is very highly regarded defensively. Fun to watch him control stuff behind the plate. Good game caller, good at framing, but it's that big arm that really stands out. Amador tosses to first. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. They get 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 1 left. On to inning number 4. It's the Giants 5 and the Rockies 1. Start of the 4th, and here's the catcher, Hunter Goodman. Hammers that one deep left field and forget it. And they cut into the deficit. It's 5-2.
Love to see a hitter aggressive on the first pitch of an at-bat. You watch him from the on-deck circle, so when you step in the box, you're ready to pull the trigger wherever it's at. Really good job by the hitter. Total conviction on that swing.
Michael Toglia digging in for the Rockies. He's 0 for 1. In there, and it's 0-1.
Boog, over 80% of his first pitches are strikes. You're doing that, you could have a really good day out there on the mound.
Nobody on, nobody out with a run in. Top half of inning number 4. Sliced hard but foul. Cut on and miss, struck him out. And that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer.
Well, that's a blue zone right there, or the cold zone on the hitting chart. Just doesn't have much success in that part of the strike zone. And a really good job of the pitcher executing. Try to go there as often as you can. The numbers are in your favor.
Warning track, wall, and you can touch them all, baseball man. Second home run of the inning for him, and they cut into the lead. It's 5-3.
First pitch swinging, and he got the fastball. He knew exactly what to do with it too. Well, he put a really nice swing on that one, and everything was on time. Took a direct path to the ball, excellent extension, and just drove it out of here. Nothing better than when the ball jumps off your bat like that.
So up next, Mickey Moniak. He was a strikeout victim his first time. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Still only 1 out here in the inning. Up the middle, Fitzgerald. On the run, sends it over to first. Got him. Nice play.
Impressive backhand stop, but he had a little trouble getting rid of it and had to take that extra step, which could have cost him. But good job to make sure he got a good handle on it, and he got off a good, strong throw to still get the out.
Next is the designated hitter, Nick Martini. Oh, what a stop. Gathers and throws, and they get the out.
This guy's anticipation is off the charts. Don't see many shortstops better than that. Great job to complete the play and end the inning.
Bottom 4, here's the second baseman, Tyler Fitzgerald.
The second baseman, Tyler.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
Swing and a miss, and he was fooled.
All these
0 balls, 1
Giants
strike.
doing a good job at the plate with runners on base, and that can be a key difference maker in the game. They put a bunch of runs on the board, thanks in large part to 4 hits with runners in scoring position.
He's
Off
out of
balance
there.
throw in time. 1 out in the bottom of the
Next
4th.
for the
Oh,
Giants,
impressed with this guy's
the first
internal
baseman,
clock. He knew he had plenty of time to take that extra
Jr.
step, secure his grip on the baseball, and make a strong, accurate throw.
Back to the leadoff spot in the Giants lineup. And now the first baseman, Lamont Wade Jr. Right through there for a strike. Base is empty, 1 away. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Line to left. He's got it, and there's 2 away.
As good as he's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand, you cannot hang a breaking ball
Now
right there.
batting,
Lucky
the
it stayed in the
shortstop,
ballpark.
Willie
And digging
Adames.
in for San Francisco, Willie Adames. Singled and scored back in the 1st. He's 1 for 2. Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
Something I'm noticing in
0-1.
this one is that these hitters are aggressive early in the count. It makes you wonder if that was talked about in the hitters meeting before this game started.
Next
1
pitch
ball, 1
misses
strike.
way outside. Two outs, base is empty. The 1-1 is fouled off. Here's a 1-2. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Breaking ball
That's a
misses
ball.
down and away.
Well, the good thing so far is that he hasn't issued any free passes. Unfortunately, they're making pretty good contact. So not getting the swings and misses and making that defense work behind him.
High fly ball, right field. Moniak moving under it. Brings it in. And the inning is over. Nothing doing here this half. We're headed to the 5th. It's the Giants 5 and the Rockies 3. We go to the top of the
Leading off for
5th,
Rockies,
and now it's
the
the switch hitting
second
second baseman,
baseman,
Adael Amador. Webb back to work. That one's in there. It's 0-1. Swing and a foul out of play. Got it looking. That's a strikeout.
Well, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there, and I don't think he was taking it, thinking it might be a called ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
So the Rockies lineup turns over. Now it's going to be Brenton Doyle. There's a strike. The Rockies down by a pair, and we're at the top of the 5th. And it's 1-1. And there's the strike. And that's down and away.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
This one in the air, right field. Yastrzemski sizes this one up. He's there. He's got it. 2 down.
Now batting, left fielder Jordan.
Now the left fielder,
Beck.
Jordan Beck. And that one pulled foul. That's way outside. And now it's even 1-1. And that one in the air center field. Lee gets under it. And that is that. Back here at Oracle Park, here's the center fielder, Jung-Hoo Lee. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Now batting, third baseman.
Manager out of the dugout now, and he'll make a move to dip into the Rockies bullpen. Kyle Freeland done for the afternoon, and this is one he'd like to forget. Back with a new arm after this.
Now pitching for
new pitcher
Colorado.
in the game for the Rockies, Jimmy Hergen.
Still pretty early in the ball game, so this bullpen has some work ahead of them. Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get several quick outs, kind of bridge the gap that starter left for him.
And here is Matt Chapman, 1 for 2. Chapman gets a piece there.
Well, these Giants doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. Double-digit hits and 0 strikeouts. I don't know which of those is more impressive, but especially in today.
McMahon to second for 1. Plenty of time at first. That's a double play.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
And up next for the Giants, Elliot Ramos. Ball one
That's
there. And a breaking ball misses outside. That one pushed foul. Two down, nobody on. Inside.
Full count.
And the count is filled up. Now this is in the air down the line. And that drops foul. Two down, nobody on. Last half of inning number 5. Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. Doyle makes the catch. That is the inning. Back here in San Francisco, Ryan McMahon steps to the plate.
Ryan
McMahon, an all-star a season ago, 30 years old now, and he was a second-round pick back in 2013. Swings through that.
No balls, 1 strike.
Strike 2.
0-2.
Got him swinging.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher on the same page right
next
now.
for Colorado, the catcher, Hunter Goodman.
Hunter Goodman will hit next. He's already homered in this game. Smoked on the ground to second. Fires over to first. 2 quick outs to open the top of the 6th.
Now batting, the first baseman, Michael Tolia.
Next for Colorado, Michael Tolia. Just missed.
Pretty frugal guy. He is very efficient with the pitch count in this one.
The Giants leading by 2, and we're the top half of the 6th. Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field.
Now batting.
Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
Runner at first with 2 away. Next to hit for the Rockies, Kyle Farmer.
Yeah.
And a big swing and a miss.
0-1.
Next offering is fouled back. Tolia leads off first with 2 down to the inning.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Fouls it back with 2 strikes. This ball's chopped on the ground. Now the throw to first on the run. And that's a nice play to end the inning. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 left. 6, 7, 8 due in the bottom of the 6th. It's the Giants 5 and the Rockies 3. And we're back. Bottom of the inning. Now it's the right fielder, Mike Yastrzemski. Mike Yastrzemski, originally drafted by the Orioles, 14th round out of Vanderbilt in 2013. The Giants got him in March of 2019. And San Francisco's really where he got a shot to play.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Wilmer.
And now the
Flores.
DH, Wilmer Flores. Now fly ball to right center. Moniak on the move to the alley. They got it for out number 2.
The catcher, number 14.
And the batter now, Patrick Bailey. This guy, one of the best defensive catchers going. You talk about framing, the ability to block, catch, and throw. He is at the top of the game. Right down to shoot. That's strike 1.
Really good athlete, and many times we talk about, the feet of infielders. This catcher as well, really quick feet. He's able to recognize the pitch, see the trajectory.
That ends the frame. So they go quietly there. 7th inning coming up. It's the Giants 5 and the Rockies 3. And welcome back to the ballpark. Top of inning number 7. So in now for Colorado, Mickey Moniak. That catches the zone for a strike, and it's 0-1.
0-1.
Late swing, foul to the left. Swing and a ball ripped out towards right center field. That'll touchdown for a hit. Now he'll turn for second. The throw in, not in time. That's a leadoff double.
Really nice job, a 2-strike hitting in that at bat.
Now
Kind of a
the
risky
designated
pitch
hitter,
coming
Nick
inside with the breaking ball like
Martinez.
that. You have to bury it. Otherwise, it's not too difficult to get the bat to it like he did that time. Now a huge at bat in this game coming up.
Nick Martini digging in for the Rockies. Swing and a ground ball. And it gets by him. And now runners at the corners. Nobody out.
The
All
batter,
we can
number
say
1,
is he just
second
whiffed on
baseman,
that ground ball and probably took his
Amador.
eye off it a little early, looking to pick up his throwing target. But that's not something you'll see professional infielders do too often.
So runners at the corners, nobody out. Next for Colorado, Adael Amador. 0 for 2 in this one. The other way, and
No, that's a foul
ball.
In the infield at the corners, don't be surprised to see them come home first and prevent that run from scoring.
With the go-ahead run at the plate, here in the top half of inning number 7. And a strike in there.
I think ultimately you want to tie him up,
Two
get the
strikes.
ball in on the plate so that he can't get the barrel to it and hit it to the outfield.
That's inside. That's
Just
the ball.
off the inside corner. And the count is 1-2. Popped up to the left, into foul ground. He's under it. And there's one down.
The center fielder, number 9, Brenton Doyle.
Now at the plate, Brenton Doyle. This is what stat nerds like myself might call a high leverage situation.
Yeah, Boog, not sure what the numbers say, but clearly an at-bat that could change the course of this game dramatically.
On the ground right side, and it's through for a hit. In to score is the runner from third, and it's an RBI single, and now they trail by
batting, the
1.
left fielder,
Big time at
Jordan
bat right there. Comes
Beck.
through, and they're back within a run. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep. Really important at bat coming up now.
Bob Melvin hands the baseball over.
Now pitching for the
New
Giants,
arm for the Giants, Hayden
number 60.
Birdsong.
These are the spots
Hey
where
there.
relievers really make a name for themselves.
Birdsong.
Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Bounding ball here, rolls foul. Two on, one out. Just
That's
off
it,
the
ball.
inside edge.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Boog.
Squirts away a little bit. Runners hold tight. It's a ball and 2 strikes. And a slider
Ball.
misses down and away. 1 out. The possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. Now 2 out.
And he'll be beating himself up on the way back to the
third
dugout.
baseman,
Got a
number
pitch to hit
24,
and just couldn't get to
Ryan
it. I think that slider
McMahon.
really caught way more of the plate than it was supposed to.
Next to hit for the Rockies, Ryan McMahon. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a flyout. Fought off foul. Next pitch is outside. Big spot. 2 out. Both the tying and go-ahead runs are aboard. And that skips in the dirt. Got him looking. Good job at damage control right there.
Well, this guy competes hard. We see the emotion there. I love it. Great job of getting out of the jam.
We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Zach Agnos.
Now pitching for Colorado, number 36, Zach Agnos.
Tyler
Leading
Fitzgerald
up
digs
for
in
the
now.
Giants, the second baseman, Tyler Fitzgerald.
A bit behind with that swing. It's strike one.
0-1.
Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Jake Bird getting ready to go. Halverson getting loose as well. Line drive to short and caught.
That swing right there tells me he's
Now
seen the
batting,
ball pretty
first
well. I know
baseman,
it didn't produce a
Ramos.
hit, but he made
Wade
solid contact,
Jr.
and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
Here's Lamont Wade Jr. On the ground. And that one finds its way through.
Clearly seeing the ball very
The
well
batter,
in this
number
one.
2,
Really nice job staying up the
shortstop,
middle with his
Willie
approach. He didn't try to do too
Adames.
much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
So a man aboard. And now the shortstop, Willie Adames. 1 for 3. Ball one, no strikes. That one hit to right. Moniak hauls it in, and there's 2 away. And up next for
Now
San
batting,
Francisco,
center fielder,
Jung-Hoo Lee.
Jung-Hoo Lee.
Clips the corner, 0-1. Two outs. Line drive. Amador. In plenty of time to first. That ends the inning. So the Giants leave one as they hold on to a 5-4 lead. Back here at Oracle
Leading off for the
Park,
Rockies,
ready to begin the
catcher,
8th.
Hunter
Here's the catcher, Hunter Goodman. Birdsong back to work. That one misses, and it's 1-0.
The only adjustment he needs to make is his target. If you aim at the outside corner, that slider's going to end up way off the plate. Perhaps look a little more down the middle, and you get it right where you want it.
And that one finds its way through. Off to a good start with a leadoff knock.
The first baseman, number 4, Michael Tolia.
No outs, runner at first. So in now for Colorado, Michael Tolia. And that one missing inside, a sharp slider.
1 ball, no strikes.
Swing and a miss. And 1-1.
1-1.
Holding on to a 1-run lead, and we're in the top of the 8th. And a count 1-2.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
And that one
That's
missing
down.
low.
Ball.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Up the middle. Oh, great stop. The feed for 1. To first, not in time. Great effort there. Looks like we've got a substitution at first. And here's the pinch runner, Owen Miller.
Owen.
Next for Colorado, Kyle Farmer. He's already homered here in this one.
Shortstop, Kyle Farmer.
I love this part of the game. Does he really want to try and steal second against this catcher? I know he's fast, but it's pretty risky.
1-run game, 1 out, 1 on. That one down the line, and that's just foul. The 1-1. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
1-2's the count.
The shortstop takes the ball. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Outside with a breaking ball.
So here we go. Base runner at first, could be running on the pitch. He's got good enough speed to steal the bag to get in scoring position, even if it's a swing and miss at the plate.
Hit on the ground, might be 2. To second, there's 1, and that's 2.
Well, the second baseman made that one look easy. Great feed to the shortstop. Shortstop completes the play. They get out of a jam, and they end the inning.
Back here in San Francisco, ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's Matt Chapman.
Chapman.
Ripped on the ground to second. Throw pulls him off the bag, and he's safe.
Looked to me like he got on the side of the ball a little too much right there. Maybe a little too casual as well with the throwing motion. And when you don't stay on top of the ball and really get out front and finish with a good release point, it's very easy to lose control of it to either side.
Elliot
Now
Ramos,
batting,
the next
left
Giant to
fielder,
hit.
Elliot Ramos.
Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. 1 gone to the bottom of the 8th.
Now batting, right fielder.
Wow, this is one of those plays that happens sometimes, but it never really should. Seems like he just got a bad read on the ball, and the good throw from the outfield was perfect to get the out.
Mike Yastrzemski, the next Giant to hit. That clips the zone. 0-1.
It's 0-1.
Ramos, the runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. Outside low. 1 ball, 1 strike.
1-1.
Swing at a ball lifted to center field. Doyle squeezes it, and there's 2 away.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Wilmer Flores.
Next to hit, Wilmer Flores. Ripped on a line to center. Makes the grab, and that is that. One left for San Francisco. They lead at 5-4. And we're back. We go to the ninth. So in now for Colorado, Mickey Moniak. Spencer Bivens into the game.
And I can't imagine any save is an easy one. You're holding a small lead on the scoreboard, and you know those hitters are going to give you the best at-bats they can. So it's always high stress. Let's see what he's got here to try and close it out.
That's off the inside corner. Ball one. And downstairs.
Down.
Swing and a miss. And it's 2-1.
2 balls,
good
1
late
strike.
sink on that fastball. Out of the hand looks so good. And then by the time he gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
Nick Martini in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Looking to get the tying run on base. On the ground, right side. Wade takes it himself. Now one gone in the ninth.
That's why you hug the lines on the corners late in a ball game like this. Positioned perfectly.
Here's Colorado's DH, Nick Martini. That's a bullet, but it goes foul. Crowd locked in right now. 1-run game here in the ninth. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Sets him down looking. Rockies down to their final out.
Well, not much you can argue with there as a hitter. That pitch was dotted on the inside corner of the plate. I think even if he swings the bat, it blows him up and not really able to do anything with it anyhow. I think if you see that early, then perhaps you can pull those hands a little bit tighter and get the fat part of the bat to it. But I'd say overall, you just have to tip your cap on that one. Great execution.
So it's their last chance in this one. Adael Amador getting ready to hit. Out in front with the swing, and that is strike one.
0 balls, 1 strike.
One-run game here in the top of the ninth. Lifted to left, and that should do it. He's got it. Ball game. And the Giants hold on to win a tight one as this one ends as a 1-run ball game.
Whether you're a season ticket holder or you just come to a couple of games a year, to see your team win at home, there's just something special about that. Good job by this team to get it done for the hometown fans.